Hey guys, so this is my clean zombie makeup. And this makeup is kind of different from other zombie tutorials because I only did the bare minimum compared to where it's all over your face. So think of this as like the beginning of the apocalypse. So the first thing I did was I just tied back my hair because you don't want any of the stuff in your hair will just get all gross and sticky.
Coming out of the ground, looks like it's getting around. It's a virus, apocalyptic. You won't survive this, you can't predict.
Next, you want to take any moisturizer or oil-based cream and put that all over your face. This will help the liquid latex come off when you're ready to take it off, and it will also help prevent any irritation under the latex.
A new creation, zombie reaching.
You're going to want to grab some extra makeup sponges that you don't really care about, and you're going to want to buy some liquid latex from any party store or Halloween store. So you're going to open the bottle and put the sponge on top of it and just put some on the sponge. And then you're going to dab it where you want all your gashes and scars.
Zombie, zombie, zombie. Back from the dead. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Zombie, zombie, zombie.
Next, you're going to take a Kleenex. You can use toilet paper, but you don't want the ones that have patterns on them because then you'll have patterns on your face. And you're just going to rip that Kleenex into the shape that you want your gash. A Kleenex does have multiple layers, so you're just going to take one layer at a time. So just press that onto where you put the liquid latex and pat it on until it sticks. So you can continue altering the shape of your gash by just taking off some of the Kleenex. Then you're just going to cover it all in another layer of liquid latex. Make sure that you get the sides so that it blends into your skin. So you just keep repeating that same process with different layers of the Kleenex. I did about 3 to 4 layers, and then after that you're just going to want to cover it with one last layer of liquid latex. Once you're done, you're just going to want to let it dry, or you can use a hairdryer on cool if you can't wait. Then I took any kind of foundation and just applied that all over where I put the latex and all over my face. I would suggest a lighter foundation than your actual skin tone, but I obviously didn't follow that rule, so. After that, I took tweezers and I just used them to make a hole in the liquid latex. Then I took out some little scissors and I used that hole and I just cut right up the side. Just make sure not to cut yourself. If you're feeling a little clumsy, use the tweezers just to break a hole. Also, try not to tear or rip the latex other than where you're cutting, because then it might fall off or it could just get really messy quickly. But then again, zombies aren't perfect, so if you rip it, it's completely fine and you can just paint into it and it will be fine.
A new creation, zombie regeneration. Fresh flesh, but I don't need a headshot. Still hot, still rock.
So for the circle wound, I just cut an X into the liquid latex and kind of peeled it back a little bit. You guys can also continue to put the same wounds all over your body, like on your arms or your neck or something, just to continue the whole zombie effect. Then I got out a palette of just cream makeup that I got from like a Halloween store, and I took the red one and put it directly into the fake gash.
Watch me walk like a zombie walk. Watch me walk like a zombie. I'm a zombie who I wanna be. Not a wanna be, but a zombie. I know insanity, untamable, unchangeable.
Then I took the brown and I decided to put that in the gash with the red because I thought the red was too vibrant. Then I also took the brown and I put it just on the outside of the gash, and then I moved it and smudged it so it kind of filled the whole thing. It just makes it look more irritated. I continued with more of the brown, using it for most of the part where it looks like liquid latex to make it combined with the gash and just look gross. Then I took some black and I used it to just darken up some of the spots on the gash. Then I took a matte black shadow and I used that on a brush, and I just put that all over the wound to put some depth and shadow into it. Next I took out some fake blood. Now I got this fake blood from Target and it was not very good, so I would not suggest it. But I took that on a brush and I put it in the wound, and then I also took some of it and dripped it down the side and made the rest of the wound a little bit more bloody. Next I had this sponge that had a weird texture, and I took some of the blood and I put it on that, and I just kind of sponged around the wound and rubbed it in a little bit just to add a little bit more blood. Now zombies are supposed to be decaying, so you want to see a lot of their bone structure, so I just took a black MAC shadow and I used that to contour. So I also took some of that black matte and put it in my temple area and then blended it out. As far as eyes go, you can go full out and just kind of make your whole eye sockets black, but I decided I wanted a more glam look, so if you have a killer smoky eye, I say use that, but this is just what I did. One thing I do suggest is to skip the under eye concealer because zombies are supposed to be tired. And I'd also suggest doing a lot of shadow on the lower lash line just to add the illusion that your eye sockets are kind of sunken in. Lastly, for hair, you can just leave it down or put it up in some kind of updo as long as it's messy. And you're done. Just act like a zombie and you're all set.